And once again, I want to say greetings to each and every one of you, Aquala, and welcome. Welcome to another round of the Conscious Roster Report here on LIV Radio, LIV TV, LivingBlack.com. Weekday mornings, you and I get together live. We come at you from 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's 12 noon Eastern time, 5 p.m. GMT, and 8 p.m. East Africa time. We get together with you to deal with culture, consciousness, historical perspectives, entertainment, economics, education, health, labor law, politics, religion, family, conflict, future studies, all areas of human interactivity and development. Today's date is Monday. It is the third day of the third month, year 2025 in the Western calendar. This corresponds to the year 6265 in the Kemetic calendar, to which we have realigned our cultural clock. Welcome to the seventh millennium. You found your family in a peaceful place on LIV Radio, LIV TV, and on livinginblack.com. Excuse me if I look a little bit tired. I was up until 2 a.m. finishing to the best of my abilities. There's a couple of little tweaks to do, but the book could go to the printer. That book entitled The African Future. And I'm very, very proud of the work that I have done on that book and on others very similar to it. That is the fourth book since December 1st to go to the printer. It is available now for pre-sales while we're waiting for the final confirmation of the book. It is in Amazon Kindle right now, for those of you who like Amazon Kindle digital, and I'll have it up in digital format on my Payloads site later in the day. It has been a hectic day, and believe it or not, send that one off to the printer last night, and tonight, or today, we're going to finish up our discussions on another book from your brother. This one called The Quantum Advancement. Let's go right into the subject matter for today. And again, the title of the book, Quantum Advancement, Spectacular Discoveries Along the Magnificent Journey. Yeah, it is an absolute magnificent journey on learning about quantum advancement. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me figure out who I'm talking to. I'm talking to all these computers at one time. 1, 2, 3 screens, several programs simultaneously. But we are moving to where we want to move. Let me introduce today's program. Quantum Technology and Societal Development. Quantum mechanics continues to unravel the mysteries of the universe, deepening our understanding of the fundamental principles governing matter and energy. These insights will drive innovation across various industries, including communication technologies, space exploration, and healthcare. If we consider the broader historical context, and wait a minute, don't go away. If we consider the broader historical context, these advancements can indeed be seen as heralding a fifth industrial revolution. Previous industrial revolutions transformed society through mechanization, electrification, digitalization, and automation. So bear with me here. Let me figure out where I am. Okay, here I am. Previous industrial revolutions transformed society through mechanization, electrification, digitization, and automation. Now, quantum technologies promise to redefine the boundaries of what is possible, blending the digital and physical realms in previously unimaginable ways. So again, today's theme is quantum technology and societal development. I began each chapter of the book with a quote, and I'm going to switch over to reading from the book right now. Bear with me as figure out who is who on what desktop and where do I want to read from, and at the same time make sure I don't have so much stuff open at one time that it all crashes down around me. We do the best we can with what we got, always striving to get more so that we can do better. That's my primary reason for accessing more resources so that we can have better output. That's a reasonable expectation, isn't that? So let's go forward. Here we are. Quantum technology and societal development. I begin each chapter of my books with a quote. As we reach for the stars, we stand upon the shoulders of giants. The giant who I'm reaching for the quote for this chapter is Dr. Calestis Juma. Praise be his eternal name. He was to me in certain ways a Jegna in this field of scientific futurism. The hand is passed, or the baton is passed from hand to hand. I'm very proud to be holding this baton of scientific futurism, doing everything I can with it to the top of my genius, and also to acknowledge a young genius, Brother Siddiqui Bakari. Yes, I'm talking about you. I called you a brilliant, bright, young light. Not on the horizon. His light is already illuminating vast swaths. He is a scientific futurist. I'm very proud of you, Brother Siddiqui. If anybody hearing this knows Brother Siddiqui, send him a note, give him a call, say, hey, Keita was talking about you on his radio show, and it was all good. Let's go forward. This quote from Calestis Juma: science, technology, and innovation provide the foundations for social and economic transformation in the modern world. Countries that have succeeded in mobilizing science for development have demonstrated an ability to compete effectively in the global economy. They have also been able to significantly enhance the quality of life of their populations. I begin this chapter with the subchapter, The Fifth Industrial Revolution. The following insightful essay from Saudi technology expert Abdullah S. Alessa helps us put this quantum advancement in the context of an advancing industrial revolution. He wrote in 2021 the following, and I quote, "For decades, the technology is shaping from the first mechanization and steam power to the second industrial revolution, mass production and assembly line, evolving to the third IR, automation and electronics, reaching the 21st century, fourth industrial revolution in digitalization." So what is the next big thing? Are we ready for the new technologies that the next revolution brings? The future technologies are taking shape, and enterprises are preparing for the fifth industrial revolution, personalization, where man and machine cooperate on the earth. Are we ready for such mass customization and personalization for customers and putting human intelligence back in industrial production and robots in front? One particular technology that will help us achieve such a revolution balance is quantum computing. This technology touches base on many applications like optimization, simulation, sampling, artificial intelligence, advanced machine learning, and more. That quote was from, again, his name, Abdullah S. Alessa. That quote is from an article which appeared in the Journal of Computer Science and Info in September 2021, entitled Quantum Computing, the Fifth Industrial Revolution. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? I was writing about that today, and I think in this very same chapter, I'm writing in several chapters of the book, finishing the book up. Really excited. This one is almost done. This one is written by I Am Ka, my brother from the future alter identity. Let's go into this conversation for today. In commenting on this citation, I want to emphasize the logical process of each era of industrialization that humanity is undergoing. From the current 4IR to 5IR, which includes artificial intelligence, etc., to the next logical step facilitated by the technologies of fourth industrial revolution and the fifth industrial revolution. So, subtitle, Quantum Foundations, an Exponential Breakthrough. The rapid advancement toward quantum processes promises to revolutionize various aspects of technology and societal development. Quantum computing stands out as a paradigm shift that exponentially boosts processing power and problem-solving capabilities. Unlike classical computers that use bits, zeros and ones, quantum computers leverage complex two-level qubits, which stands for quantum bits, enabling them to perform multiple calculations simultaneously and tackle problems deemed unsolvable by traditional methods. This breakthrough can potentially impact cryptography, material science, pharmaceuticals, artificial intelligence, and more. In energy, quantum mechanics could lead to unprecedented efficiency and sustainability. Quantum sensors might provide ultra-precise measurements, optimizing energy consumption and reducing waste. Quantum-based materials could revolutionize batteries and energy storage systems, ushering in a new era of renewable energy solutions. Quantum mechanics continues to unravel the mysteries of the universe, deepening our understanding of the fundamental principles governing matter and energy. These insights will drive innovation across various industries, including communication technologies, space exploration, and healthcare. If we consider the broader historical context, these achievements can indeed be seen as heralding a fifth industrial revolution. Previous industrial revolutions transformed society through mechanization, electrification, digitalization, and automation. Now, quantum technologies promise to redefine the boundaries of what is possible, blending the digital and physical realms in previously unimaginable ways. Let's talk about some of these key principles surrounding quantum advancement. To fully grasp what this shift in humanity's scientific mastery entails, we will each be forced to challenge our minds to reason far beyond the limitations and constrictions of the education we have received in the public school system. One second here. Just a little bit of grammatical work in the background, so I don't have to do it a second time. Toward this innovation mastery, I submit the following 15 keys to opening up our mental processes to understand this new physics landscape. The following will test your comprehension of linguistics, mathematics, and physics. It would be best to read through this list multiple times. I trust that you like me, will be grateful that you try to understand these advanced principles of quantum reality. Number one, superposition. A qubit's ability to exist in superposition allows it to process many possibilities simultaneously, making quantum computers much faster than classical computers for certain calculations. Superposition is a critical component of quantum computing and information processing, enabling quantum computers to perform complex calculations beyond the capabilities of classical computers. The concept of superposition is central to the power and potential of quantum computing, offering new avenues for solving complex problems in fields like cryptography, optimization, and simulation. This unique property of qubits makes quantum computing so promising for advancing various fields of science and technology. Now, you'll notice some of what I'm reading today overlaps because in coming to understand it, I had to come at it from multiple sources. Plus, I'm also in the introduction to today's show actually reached into the paragraph or text to kind of clarify the ideas so I could do my best to clarify what today's broadcast is expected to produce within our transformation of understanding. So bear with me. We are on a roll today. I just want to take a moment here and send greetings to anybody and everybody out there listening today in the house for Africa One. I see you in the house, beloved. Hetep, Brother Kitty, and global LIB family. Hetep to you. And I want to salute you for your brilliance, for your commitment, for your livication. Dedication doesn't work when it comes to living our fullest expression, expanding our mind, expanding our lexicon. You are an example, a living example of exactly what this radio broadcast, 23rd year now, was intended to do, to help people help themselves, to transform to the greatest good, summum bonum. I give thanks and praises to you, beloved. And the last point I'll say for Africa One, I don't know whether you got a chance to see any of the photographs, but we had a feast here on Saturday. I know you would certainly appreciate because you've related to me several times, many times, about the cutting edge, leading edge dietary nutritional program that you have implemented for your own life. You would have been wonderfully surprised. I think I put 34. I haven't done a final count. I have the dishes around here somewhere in the list. But I think I did 34 dishes we put on the table. And we had a house, I think there were 12 of us dining together. It was an awesome experience, to say the least. So welcome, Aquaba. Everybody out there, if you're in the house today, hit the like button. It lets us know that you appreciate and are helping us to continue to grow and expand. Here we go, back to the text for today's book study. And let me just free up a little bit more resources here and let's continue. Here we go. We're talking about 15 keys to understanding, opening up our mental processes to understand this new physics landscape. Key number one was superimposition or superposition. That's the qubit's ability to multitask at a level incomprehensible to our two-dimensional understanding of bits and bytes. So next is entanglement. Entanglement is a quantum phenomenon where particles become interconnected, allowing their states to be correlated regardless of distance. I mean, literally, entanglement could be two particles or 2 trillion particles that impact and affect each other over a space which theoretically could be multiple galaxies. This is entanglement. Entanglement is a quantum phenomena where particles become interconnected, allowing their states to be correlated regardless of distance. When something happens to one particle, it instantly affects the other, even if vast distances separate them. This instantaneous connection enables quantum communication and computing, as entangled particles can encode and decode information securely and faster than classical methods. Entanglement is a fundamental aspect of quantum mechanics, demonstrating the interconnected nature of particles at the quantum level. It has potential applications in secure communication and quantum computing. I mean, the possibilities are unlimited. And again, these 15 keys are a little bit complex. You probably will be best. I know I'm probably reading this for about the fourth or fifth time. Quantum mechanics or quantum algorithms. That's number 3 of these 15 keys. Quantum algorithms are specialized algorithms designed to leverage the unique capabilities of quantum computers. They exploit quantum phenomena like superposition, entanglement, and interference to solve complex problems exponentially faster than classical algorithms. Examples include 1. Shor's algorithm for factorization, 2. Grover's algorithm for search, and 3. Quantum simulations for optimizing complex systems. These algorithms can potentially revolutionize cryptography, optimization, and materials science, enabling breakthroughs in secure communication, artificial intelligence, and discovering new materials. They are key to unlocking the full potential of quantum computing and driving innovation in various industries. Number 4, quantum cryptography. Cryptography is a word that means, of course, to crypt, to hide something. Cryptography is like secret codes, breaking and making secret languages and codes. You know what I'm talking about. Quantum cryptography uses quantum mechanics to secure communication through virtually unbreakable encryption. Quantum key description, QKD, is a method that enables two parties to share a secret key encoded on quantum particles that can detect any attempt at eavesdropping. If an unauthorized party tries to measure the quantum state, it introduces errors, alerting the legitimate parties to the breach. This ensures the key's secrecy and authenticity, providing enhanced security for sensitive data transmission. Quantum cryptography offers theoretically unbreakable encryption, making it ideal for high-stakes applications like financial transactions, military communications, and sensitive data protection. Number 5, quantum supremacy. Quantum supremacy refers to the point at which a quantum computer can perform a specific task that is impossible or prohibitively difficult for a classical computer to achieve. This milestone demonstrates the power of quantum computing and its potential to solve complex problems in fields like chemistry, materials science, and optimization. Achieving quantum supremacy requires a quantum computer to execute a complex calculation, such as simulating a quantum system or performing a random quantum circuit that surpasses the capabilities of the world's most powerful classical computers, marking a significant breakthrough in quantum computing. Number 6 of 15, quantum sensors. Quantum sensors are highly sensitive measurement devices that utilize quantum mechanics to detect and measure physical parameters such as magnetic fields, temperature, and pressure. They exploit quantum phenomena like entanglement and superposition to achieve unprecedented precision and sensitivity. Quantum sensors have various applications, including navigation, materials science, and biomedical research. They can detect minute changes in their environment, enabling precise measurements and new discoveries. With their enhanced sensitivity, quantum sensors have the potential to revolutionize fields like geophysics, materials engineering, and medical imaging, leading to breakthroughs in research, innovation, and development. They offer vastly improved accuracy and resolution. Number 7 of 15, quantum materials. Quantum materials are substances that exhibit unique properties driven by quantum mechanics, such as superconductivity, superfluidity, and magnetism. These materials have electronic or magnetic properties that classical physics cannot explain, and quantum phenomena like entanglement and wave-particle duality influence their behavior. Quantum materials have potential energy, electronics, and medicinal applications, enabling innovations like high-temperature superconductors, ultra-efficient solar cells, and advanced magnetic storage devices reminiscent of King T'Challa's Black Panther suit, which could capture, store, and redirect kinetic energy. Researchers are exploring these materials to unlock new technologies and discoveries, pushing the boundaries of what is possible in the quantum world. They offer unprecedented properties and opportunities. Number 8. Bear with me, a yawn jumped right in the middle of that paragraph, that sentence. Number 8. Quantum communication. Quantum communication enables secure and instantaneous data transmission across vast distances. It utilizes quantum entanglement to encode and decode messages, ensuring that any attempt to eavesdrop introduces errors, making it detectable. This method, known as quantum key distribution, allows for secure communication over long distances, such as between cities or continents. Quantum communication can revolutionize secure data transmission, particularly in finance, government, and defense, where sensitive information requires protection. It provides a virtually unbreakable means of communication, safeguarding against cyber threats and data breaches. Secure data transmission is guaranteed. Number 9 of these 15 key concepts. These key concepts are intended to open up your and my minds, open up our conceptualization, so we can better comprehend what is taking place. We do not want to get left behind, not again. We can't afford that. It's too late in the game. So for you out there listening, don't get lazy. Don't get lazy on me. Don't get lazy on your team. Put me in the game, coach. We gotta have a win here. Continuing, just double checking. Anybody else in the house today? I see the audience is growing, but no one talking. Put me in the game, coach. We know what to say to inspire our fellows to their greatest good. There, some of them. Continuing, we are up to number 9 of 15, decoherence. Decoherence is the loss of quantum coherence due to environmental interactions, causing a quantum system to lose its unique properties. It occurs when a quantum system is disrupted by external factors like noise, temperature, or radiation, leading to a loss of superposition and entanglement. Decoherence is a major challenge in quantum computing and information processing, as it can introduce errors and instability in quantum systems. Mitigating decoherence is crucial to maintaining the fragile quantum states required for quantum computing, simulation, and other quantum technologies. And researchers are developing strategies to minimize its effects. Number 10, quantum simulations. Quantum simulations use quantum computers to model complex systems that are intractable or impractical for classical computers. By leveraging quantum mechanics, simulations can accurately replicate the behavior of molecules, materials, and other complex systems. This enables researchers to study phenomena like chemical reactions, material properties, and quantum many-body systems. We're going to talk a little bit more about many-body systems a little bit later in this chapter, leading to breakthroughs in chemistry, materials science, and pharmacology. Here, one second, because I did write about that this morning. Let me unhighlight that many-body reference. Here we go. Quantum simulations have the potential to accelerate discovery and innovation, allowing for the design of new materials, optimization of chemical processes, and development of new medicines, revolutionizing various industries and advancing our understanding of the quantum world. Number 11, quantum error correction. Quantum error correction refers to the methods used to mitigate errors that occur during quantum computations. Due to the fragile nature of quantum states, errors can arise from decoherence, noise, and other environmental factors. Again, we were talking about entanglement earlier. So these interferences, such as decoherence, noise, and other environmental factors, could literally come from a quantum-sized particle or molecule on the other side of the solar system or the other side of the galaxy. That's almost inconceivable within our minds. But this is this new field, this new geography of quantum advancement. Open up your minds, let these ideas get in, because at the end of the book, we're focusing on what are we going to do with this, and it is pretty amazing. Everything we saw that was astonishing in the Afrofuturist script for the Black Panther films, everything that we saw related to technology and advancement, we're going to now see is possible. But we've got to prepare at least 2 generations, if not 4, if not 10 generations of geniuses to lead this. Catch up and then lead. Remember, 70 years ago, at the formation of the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, they were largely a humiliated group. There is no more humiliation of China, not in today's world, and not for the foreseeable future. enough respect to the Chinese. There's a portion of the book, The African Future, where I make reference to China's rise. And again, The African Future, that book, I sent it to the printer. Let's go forward. Quantum error correction techniques, such as quantum codes and error correction algorithms, help detect and correct these errors, ensuring the integrity of quantum computations. This is crucial for large-scale quantum computing, as mistakes can quickly accumulate and destroy the fragile quantum states required for computation. Effective quantum error correction enables reliable and accurate quantum computing, paving the way for practical applications. It ensures accuracy. Number 12 of 15, quantum networking. Quantum networking refers to connecting multiple quantum computers to enable distributed processing and sharing of quantum resources. This allows for assembling a quantum internet where quantum information can be securely transmitted and processed across a network. Quantum networking enables the coordination of multiple quantum computers to solve the most complex problems, exceeding the capabilities of individual machines. It also facilitates the sharing of quantum resources such as entangled particles to enhance the security and efficiency of quantum communications. Quantum networking can revolutionize fields like cryptography, optimization, and simulation by enabling collaborative quantum computing. I will say this much. It can also type correctly, serve as a terrible, frightening destructive force in the hands of malevolent, is that the word? Yeah, malevolent. M-A-L means bad. Malevolent actors. Let me read that sentence and I'll kind of error correct it. It can also serve as a terribly frightening, destructive force in the hands of malevolent actors, bad actors. I live in a country with bad actors, and they've done a lot of damage around the world for the last century and more. Let's be real. We're going up to number 13, quantum annealing, A-N-N-E-A-L-I-N-G. Quantum annealing is a quantum computing technique for solving complex optimization problems. It leverages quantum tunneling and superposition to efficiently search for the optimal solution in an exponentially large solution space. Ooh, that's some deep stuff. Encoding the problem into a quantum circuit allows quantum annealing to explore multiple solutions simultaneously, finding the global minimum or maximum. This approach has applications in fields like logistics, finance, and energy management, where optimization problems are prevalent. Quantum annealing can provide faster and more accurate solutions than classical methods, making it a promising tool for tackling real-world optimization challenges and improving decision-making processes. Number 14, quantum metrology. Quantum metrology is a field that uses quantum mechanics to enhance precision measurement techniques. It leverages quantum phenomena like entanglement and squeezing to improve the sensitivity and accuracy of measurements. Quantum metrology detects tiny changes in physical parameters such as magnetic fields, temperature, and pressure. This has applications in fields like navigation, spectroscopy, and interferometry, where precision measurements are crucial. Quantum metrology can also enhance the performance of sensors, allowing for more accurate and reliable data collection. It can potentially revolutionize various fields by providing unprecedented precision and sensitivity in measurement. And lastly, and this is what I talked about at the beginning, that this is complex stuff. It's not so easy to understand. But number 15 is quantum workforce. One second. The quantum woo. Excuse me. My voice ducked to the side for no reason at all. Something about talking about workforce. Quantum workforce. The quantum workforce refers to professionals trained in quantum technologies, including quantum computing, quantum information science, and quantum engineering. As quantum technologies advance, there is a growing need for skilled workers who can develop, implement, and apply these technologies. A quantum workforce includes experts in fields like quantum software development, quantum algorithm design, and quantum hardware engineering. Training programs and educational initiatives are emerging to equip professionals with the necessary skills to work with quantum technologies, driving innovation and adoption across industries. A skilled quantum workforce is essential for unlocking the full potential of quantum technologies. If you are like me, reading through and achieving comprehension of these 15 principles lays the foundation for understanding quantum technology's transformative potential. What we are sharing herein signals a new scientific and societal evolution. Therefore, in my imagination, quantum advancement represents what we could regard as the world's fifth industrial revolution. And I'll go further as to say that comprehension of this then gives us the key to more easily facilitate slipping into a sixth industrial revolution. Let me just write that down. That was a great idea there. Comprehending this and fully utilizing all the potentials of the 5IR would facilitate our practical implementation of a sixth industrial revolution. Of this or the next century, for this or the next century ahead. Real deep stuff here. I hope you do agree. Let me just real quickly, just a slight correction. 6IR. Put that in here. 6IR. And there, that's done. Let me reread that last paragraph because that closes this chapter. Therefore, in my imagination, quantum advancement represents what we would regard as the world's fifth industrial revolution. Comprehending this and fully utilizing all the potentials of the 5IR could further facilitate our practical implementation forge toward a sixth industrial revolution for this or the next century ahead. That's right. So that takes us through that chapter, and we are again at the point here wrapping up this book study. And believe it or not, I've already got the next one queued up and ready to go. I am in a 90-day period. I'm working with a class, 90 days to write and publish your book. And in the 90-day window, this one represents number 3. Going forward, let me double check, make sure my audience gets recognized. For Africa 1 puts a question on the table. Thank you, beloved, for contributing. Is quantum technology likely to positively or negatively impact the employment needs of Africa's growing population? That's a very, very good question. I'm going to ask you to use your imagination and take it to the movie, Afrofuturist movies, Black Panther. Now, the first Black Panther movie, in my humble opinion, was better than the second Black Panther movie. Both of them featured wonderful high technology and powerful ideological concepts, etc. But I thought that the first movie reflected more pure Afrofuturism writing. The second movie, to me, had social political biases in it. In particular, I was a little bit taken off that of the writers for the second movie included, from my understanding, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong on this, including 2 non-African feminists were involved in writing the script for the second Black Panther movie, Wakanda Forever, I think it was called. Somebody could check that right now. I don't have time to check that. I did check it out once before, and I found the names of these 2 non-black women that contributed significantly to the writing of that. And to me, I thought the movie was biased by what I term Eurofeminism. I use that term Eurofeminism in distinct contrast to Africana womanism. Had that movie adhered more toward Africana womanism as opposed to Eurofeminism, I would have been the first one to champion and celebrate it, because I have long believed that Africana womanism is grossly underappreciated even by people of African heritage. Many of whom have never heard of this idea of Africana womanism, or the principal scholars like Clenora Hudson Weems, Ife Amajume, and a number of others that have brought these concepts of Africana womanism forward. Now, I did write about this in a recent book. I'm trying to remember which book I wrote about Africana womanism. I think it's in Forged by Fire. I'm having to backtrack on my recent books because I wrote about these scholars recently. And I listed a bunch of these Africano womanism. It's also called African feminism. I wrote about these scholars and some of these leading scholars of that. So those of you who read my books, you know how passionate I am. So is it likely to positively or negatively impact the employment needs of Africa's growing population? From my perspective, absolutely positively. But from the perspective of the greedy, blood-sucking vulture capitalists, corporations, who want everything for themselves and minimal for the rest of us. They want the rest of us just to be living strong enough to be efficient serfs on their plantations, their corporate plantations. But for them, they're going to use technology to further exploit us. So, which is why, beloved, we got to get our team in the game. We're maybe 3 or 4 generations behind. Not all of us are so far behind. I like to think that I'm on the front edge, but it's pretty doggone lonely. I can't have conversations with very many people about this kind of stuff. I had a conversation about, when I was just starting to put this book together, I had a conversation with someone who was non-African, but someone to engage in a deep conversation with. And while I enjoyed the conversation, she went into an area of spookism that I'm uncomfortable with. But still, I could at least express these ideas with someone who had gone beyond the boundaries of Judeo-Christian U.S. education limitations. So I say it will be extremely positive. One thing it will do, it will require a lot less physical labor. And therefore, theoretically, see, the key about it is socialism, societyism. And I think you and I would have a wonderful conversation. I would love to have a dozen people listening to you have a conversation on this, because I know you and I have communicated long enough. I know the way that you think. I am a socialist. I am not a capitalist. I am a socialist. Socialism means that the means of production, the wealth of the nation, belong to the people of the nation. They do not belong to a rich oligarchy. They do not belong to the money lenders. They do not belong to the wealthy who can buy stock shares and sit on boards of directors of these major corporations who want to own everything. That's an antithesis of socialism. I am a Julius Nyerere socialist. And he brought beloved Tanzania first into a federation between Tanganyika and Zanzibar, but then brought them to a state of pride, collaboration, cooperation, uhuru. We salute. The work in Tanzania was not finished. John Pemba Magufuli was continuing this trajectory set by the great Julius Nyerere. Unfortunately, John Pemba Magufuli died prematurely. Many of us believe his death was directly related to his strong and active opposition to the pandemic, scamdemic. I'm not going to talk any more about that because I am broadcasting on YouTube right now. Going forward, and we praise the name of John Pemba Magufuli. Let's go forward. So I say this will contribute to productivity. It will help to make the African Continental Free Trade Agreement more effective and efficient and secure. It will help many countries to secure their communications, to keep the Europeans from peeking in the back door of everything we do. So I say it will be a good thing, but it will be infused very deeply with traditional values, Kemetic values, ma'at. In my opinion, beloved, the 4th or 5th industrial revolution must have ma'at as a core value system. Otherwise, it could very well likely turn into a scenario where, yeah, the machines take over at the behest of one or two or three individuals with a quantum key to tell the machines what to do, and a quantum key that if the machines start to assault their side, they can turn the machine off like that. But the rest of us will not have that key. And when we're talking about quantum networking, they may have one central computer running this beastly machine. We've seen this in science fiction movies. But if we assault and attack that central computer and destroy it, it immediately distributes the central network, the hub, to another quantum machine halfway across the planet or perhaps on Mars. Can you imagine? We can only imagine. Maybe this is room for a science fiction book. Can we imagine that Elon Musk does succeed at colonizing Mars with 100,000 people who think like he does and have that apartheid background that he has? Can you imagine them being on Mars, tapped into quantum computer networking all across planet Earth? And those quantum computers will be tapped into chemical manufacturing and military and drones and robots. For Africa One, should I write that book or should you write it? I don't write fiction, but this one could be built upon the spirit of George Schuyler, who wrote the book Black Empire. Was one of the greatest fiction books I have ever read in life. And if I could write a book like Black Empire, I think it would be a tremendous duty to the nation. Maybe I will. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I will. Maybe that's my key to breaking this stagnation with the nonfiction books that I write are excellent. I hope you find this book here to be excellent. It's not easy, but it's really good. But for which I receive such little compensation that it's tragic. That's a whole nother topic. I'm going to see if I can read some more into the record, as this will be the last chapter that I'm going to be covering on this book. And who knows, maybe I'll start a fiction book about renegade Mars and quantum entanglement. Let me put that title down. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, that's a good title for a book. Anybody else out there talking to me? I would love to hear from you. At least, can we get you to hit the like button for today's broadcast? And if you want to write that fiction book, you let me know. We could collaborate, cooperate on it. I could maybe get 5 writers, including science fiction writers or Afrofuturism writers, creative writers, to collaborate on this. That would be a great way. This year, this is the year. You heard us declare this is the year for collaboration, cooperation, which was last year's theme too. Let's go forward. I'm going to continue reading a little bit more from the book. The next chapter, Approaching the Frontiers of Quantum Energy. And I think we did go through this a little bit. But I do see an idea that someone gave me. Can you introduce this or is this introduced in the book? So this one, I don't have a quote on this chapter yet. Let me just create space and remind myself, because I always like opening up my chapters with quote. So just write insert relevant quote here. There we go. Approaching the frontiers of quantum energy. As humankind is moving forward toward this explosive new technological revolution, it is only fitting that we take some time to consider what the future of energy generation portends for societal advancement. While most certainly much of what we imagine at this time is limited and speculative, there are certain energy supply frontiers that might qualify as quantum advancement. Let's examine a few of these proposed ideas. Now, earlier in the book, I had 2 chapters debunking much of what is out here now. The Zimbabwe case, I don't want to go into details of that right now, but I have a pretty substantial debunking that that's not real. And then the next chapter that follows that talks about this whole idea of 0-point energy and free energy, and why all of the stuff that we're examining that's been pushed out here has been based upon faulty science and faulty understanding of the laws, the dynamic laws of physics and energy. So here I'm coming back to it with ideas that could fit into this. Number 1, thorium as a nuclear fuel. Thorium development primarily relates to energy production, particularly in the context of nuclear energy. While it doesn't directly involve quantum physics in its development, the principles of quantum physics are fundamental to understanding nuclear reactions and the behavior of atomic particles, which are crucial in the context of thorium as a nuclear fuel. Further points on how thorium development intersects with energy and quantum physics include: point 1, nuclear reactions. Thorium-232 can be converted into uranium-233 through neutron capture, a process that involves quantum mechanics. Understanding the probabilities of these interactions is rooted in quantum physics. Point 2, fission process. When uranium-233 undergoes fission, it releases a significant amount of energy. The fission process is governed by quantum mechanical principles, including the behavior of nucleons, protons, and neutrons, and the forces that hold them together. Point 3, safety and efficacy. Thorium reactors, particularly molten salt reactors, are designed to be inherently safer and more efficient than traditional uranium reactors. The design and operation of these reactors rely on quantum mechanical principles to predict and manage the behavior of materials under extreme conditions. Point 4, research and development. Advances in quantum physics can lead to better materials for reactor construction, improved understanding of neutron behavior, and enhanced methods for managing nuclear waste. Research in quantum computing may also contribute to simulations and modeling of nuclear reactions involving thorium. And point number 5, energy density. Thorium has a higher energy density compared to conventional fossil fuels, and its potential for sustainable energy production is a significant area of research. The quantum mechanics of nuclear binding energy helps explain why thorium can be a viable alternative to traditional fuels. In summary, while thorium development is primarily focused on energy production, the underlying principles of quantum physics are essential for understanding the nuclear processes involved, improving reactor designs, and enhancing safety and efficacy in energy generation. While thorium is considered a promising alternative to uranium for nuclear, not nuclear, that's not a word. I used to laugh at George Bush for saying that, and then I caught myself saying it. While thorium is considered a promising alternative to uranium for nuclear power generation, let me undo, sorry about that. I was just in the background doing some formatting, but I have to undo what I was formatting. While thorium is considered a promising alternative to uranium for nuclear power generation, several other energy-related technologies are proposed or envisioned to represent significant future advancements. These include, after thorium, number 2, quantum dot solar cells. Quantum dots are nanoscale semiconductor particles that can be engineered to absorb specific wavelengths of light. Quantum dot solar cells have the potential to achieve higher energy efficiencies than traditional solar cells by utilizing a broader spectrum of sunlight and enabling multiple exciton generation, MEG, where one photon can create multiple electron-hole pairs. That's pretty interesting. Let me just kind of excite or highlight this. And again, quantum dot solar cells have the potential to achieve higher efficiencies than traditional solar cells by utilizing a broader spectrum of sunlight and enabling multiple exciton generation, MEG, where one photon can create multiple electron-hole pairs. Number 3, quantum batteries. Researchers are exploring the concept of quantum batteries, which leverage quantum superposition and entanglement to potentially store and release energy more efficiently than classical batteries. These batteries could charge faster and have higher energy densities, revolutionizing energy storage. Number 4, nuclear fusion. While still in the experimental stage, nuclear fusion holds the promise of providing a nearly limitless source of clean energy. Advances in quantum physics are crucial for understanding plasma behavior and confinement in fusion reactors, such as tokamaks and stellarators. Projects like ITER aim to harness fusion energy, which could be a game changer for global energy production. And a couple of ideas there need to be fleshed out. I don't know what the acronym ITER stands for right now, but I will by an hour or so after the show. Number 5, quantum thermodynamics. This emerging field studies the thermodynamic properties of quantum systems. Innovations in quantum thermodynamics could lead to more efficient heat engines and refrigeration systems, optimizing energy conversion processes and reducing waste heat. Number 6, photonic devices. Quantum technologies are being applied to photonic devices, which manipulate light at the quantum level. These devices can enhance energy efficiency in communication systems and sensors, potentially leading to breakthroughs in energy management and distribution. Number 7, superconducting materials. Advances in quantum materials, particularly high temperature superconductors, could lead to lossless power transmission and more efficient energy storage systems. Superconductors can carry electricity without resistance, which could significantly reduce energy losses in power grids. Number 8, quantum computing for energy optimization. Quantum computers have the potential to solve complex optimization problems much faster than classical computers. This capability could be applied to optimize energy systems, grid management, and resource allocation, leading to more efficient energy use and distribution. Number 9, advanced energy harvesting. Quantum effects can enhance energy harvesting technologies such as thermophotovoltaics, which convert heat into electricity using quantum principles. These technologies could improve the efficiency of converting waste heat from industrial processes into usable energy. Wow, that sounds pretty exciting. Number 10, hydrogen economy. Hydrogen, when produced through electrolysis using renewable energy, can serve as a clean and versatile energy carrier. Advances in hydrogen production, storage, and distribution technologies are expected to make hydrogen a key component of future energy systems. Number 11, carbon capture and storage, CCS. While not a primary energy source, CCS technologies are crucial for reducing the carbon footprint of fossil fuel-based power plants. Advances in carbon capture and storage could make it more cost-effective and scalable, helping to mitigate climate change. And number 12, tokamaks. Tokamaks are leading magnetic confinement devices used in fusion energy research. They confine plasma using a combination of a toroidal donut-shaped magnetic field and a poloidal circular magnetic field generated by electric currents within the plasma itself. This setup helps maintain the plasma in a stable state for sustained fusion reactions. Tokamaks are known for their simplicity in design and their ability to achieve high plasma temperatures and densities essential for fusion. However, tokamaks rely on plasma currents to generate the magnetic field, which can lead to instabilities and require complex control systems to manage these currents effectively. Despite these challenges, tokamaks have been the focus of extensive research and development, with significant progress in achieving plasma confinement and stability. And number 13, stellarators. Stellarators are another type of magnetic confinement device used in fusion research. Unlike tokamaks, stellarators use external magnetic coils to generate a complex helical magnetic field that confines the plasma without relying on internal plasma currents. The plasma, let me reread this. Unlike tokamaks, stellarators use external magnetic coils to generate a complex helical magnetic field that confines the plasma without relying on internal plasma currents. This design eliminates current-driven instabilities, making stellarators inherently more stable. Stellarators are often criticized for their more complex and numerous electromagnetic coils, which are challenging to manufacture with the required precision. Stellarators also typically achieve smaller plasma volumes compared to tokamaks. Despite these drawbacks, recent advances in quantum computational design and materials have led to renewed interest in stellarators, with new designs like the Wendelstein 7X in Germany demonstrating improved performance and stability. All right. And I write, these advancements reflect the intersection of quantum physics and energy technologies, with the potential to transform how energy is generated, stored, and used in the future. As research continues, we may see significant breakthroughs that leverage quantum principles to address global energy challenges. And I would say we may soon see significant breakthroughs that leverage quantum principles to address global energy challenges. And I have one more subchapter here. Is this a chapter or subchapter? Bear with me. Let me figure out, because I'm getting a little fatigued. I was up very late last night. And this is a subchapter. I think this is going to be the last subchapter for this paragraph. View, navigation, pane. Yep, this subchapter completes this chapter. Quantum problems. Many body systems, and that's MANY hyphen body systems. A quantum many body system is a collection of many interacting particles where quantum mechanics must be used to describe the system accurately. These systems can range from 3 to an infinite number of particles. However, systems with 3 or 4 particles can be treated by specific means and are sometimes classified separately as few body systems. In such systems, repeated interactions between particles create quantum correlations or entanglement, making the system's wave function a complex object holding a large amount of information, which usually makes exact or analytical calculations impractical or impossible. Understanding and engineering quantum many-body systems pose some of the most outstanding problems in quantum physics, and they are crucial for fields like condensed matter physics, quantum simulation, and quantum information processing. To gain some comprehension of the challenges particular to this theme, I share the following foundational ideas. Point 1, quantum many-body systems. Emmanuel Bloch's research group aims to understand the interaction and dynamics in quantum systems with many particles, and to engineer and exploit them for quantum simulation and quantum information purposes. They use ultra-cold atomic quantum gases to realize and control such systems. Point 2, quantum theory of many-body systems. This field involves developing techniques to describe the physics of many-body systems, including using quasi-particles and Green's functions, and covers important diagram techniques for normal and superconducting systems. Point 3, quantum theory of many-body systems. This field involves developing techniques to describe the physics of many-body systems, including using quasi-particles and Green's functions, and covers important diagram techniques for normal and superconducting systems. Point 4, I think this is point 4. 1, 2, yeah, here we go. Point 1, 2, 3. No, I don't know what point this is. Tensor networks states, TNS. It's point 3. These are proposed as a more manageable, discrete ansatz to be used numerically and analytically to tackle otherwise impossible problems, either as a variational solution or an exact one. Now, again, this language throughout this book is going to a space where this is new to me. And I've been in science for 50 years. But what I am saying is this. This book I'm writing right now I Am Ka is writing this book right now. This book prepares us for a century from right now, when these things will be taught much wider in education facilities to those who comprehend. Children that are failing at basic math and algebra and geography and geology and or geometry, if they're failing at that, then this may not be the field, unless they are just the type of genius that comes up organically in every generation, that inexplicably, they understand stuff that learned scientists don't understand. I was looking at a video on one of the streaming media sites recently of a 5-year-old boy. I think he was 5, might have been slightly younger than 5 years old, sitting down at a piano. And he had such an incredible sense of humor. He just laughed and laughed. But when he sat down at the piano, he had perfect pitch, so he could hear something and immediately go to the piano and play it out and even add more complexity to it. 5 years old. That child was born with something quite spectacular, indescribably spectacular. I suspect that those are the type of children that will be catching us up. But we got to find a way to find them, to cultivate them, to support them. We got to find a way to support their families that will support these children. We got to find a way that their lives don't become corrupted from eating candy and junk food and sugar and processed food and excitotoxins. We got to make sure that we catch them and put them on our team before the antagonists catch them. We got a lot of work ahead of us, people. This ain't no joke. We're talking about the future here. Tensor network states. I did just read that. It's short. I'll read it again. These are proposed as a more manageable, discrete ansatz to be used numerically and analytically to tackle otherwise impossible problems, either as a variational solution or an exact one. Lattice gauge theories, our next point, LGTs. These are numerical approaches to simulate high energy physics models, but suffer from the sign problem in Monte Carlo simulations. New quantum information inspired approaches are being developed to probe these models without the sign problem. And that sign problem sounds like it might be related to entanglement. Those are, again, lattice gauge theories. Point: solvable models. These can provide precise insights into complicated phenomena in correlated systems, such as the binding of dopants in quantum magnets, which is believed to yield valuable insights into the mechanisms of high temperature superconductivity. As I continue to research and write about this spectrum of over-the-horizon ideas, hypotheses, research, and speculation of how quantum advancement will transform the larger society over the coming decades, I gain more clarity for these often extremely complex principles. For the reader, I advise you to read slowly, striving to comprehend each paragraph before moving forward. If I am correct, much of what is being shared about quantum mechanics, quantum physics, and quantum theory will be much more practical and apparent over the century ahead. If I can plant the seed of curiosity within the mind and spirit of the youth that will then go on to study and master these fields, then this effort on my part will have been completely justified. The future belongs to those best prepared to create that future today. The future belongs to those best prepared to create that future today. That takes us to the end of this chapter. And we've gone through parts of these. In the nature of writing this book, I did some kind of skipping around. And let me just give you the next few chapter titles. I would love to keep reading because I have been writing since last week when we did another significant, I think we covered like 3 chapters last week. But we had to start to put a cap. The next one, I think we did cover that one, pyramid capstones and ancient electromagnetism. The next chapter after that, we did cover dark matter and dark energy. The next chapter, Earth as a sentient being, she lives. The next chapter, the Wakanda future. Next chapter, quantum transcendence of time. And then the secrets of Amenti explained. That's the underworld in the ancient Kemetic, the Osirian drama. That's the underworld, Amenti. And flow. That's the last chapter, not so random ideas inspired by this project. So I think we did cover a lot of this. And then I close with a brief essay, I Am Keper Ra, of the Sons of Ra Ministries. And of course, I Am Ka is the author of this book. And then further reading on the quantum future. I have the bibliography there. Further reading. Do I have anything? Yeah, I got a few of my books. This is Scientific Futurism 2023. AI Has a God Complex 2023. The Technology of Control 1997. Conspiracies and High Crimes 1998. Mind Control 1996. And Futurenomics 2018. And then I start to list other books in the bibliography. I do have Trans Art and Creativity by John Curtis Gowan. I can also put in here The Biology of Belief. By Dr. Bruce Lipton. And there'll be some other books that I'll be putting in here, including books by Mawada Ashby and Wayne Chandler. And there will be others. I got a lot of great books on this, on these topics and these subjects. I love my books. I found 2 more 1944 prints of American Dilemma that I had. I have 3 copies of the 1944 print. Those are collector's items. I am prepared to let one of them go. If you want one, you'll have to text me at area code 702-580-0662. I'm very reluctant to let these books go, but having these books all wrapped up, preserved on the shelf doesn't do anything. I have my own reader's copy that I use when I'm talking to people about the book, An American Dilemma. It's a 1964 dual edition print. But if you're like me and you like books, and if you are a radical like me, then this book, An American Dilemma, The Negro Problem and Modern Democracy, is very powerful. Very, very powerful. And we know how to wield power at that level. But if you ever want to be able to verify to somebody the viciousness and genocide and eugenics that this ruthless society has committed against not only people of African heritage, but to a great extent the indigenous first peoples of this nation, then this is the book that's the hard evidence. It's the largest study ever done on black people in America. 1,436 pages long. I think that's the length of it. It's over 1,400 pages long. An American Dilemma, The Negro Problem, and Modern Democracy. So we got a lot in today. I want to thank you all for tuning in today. Do go to my website, kitty.biz, and look for the books that are up there. I will be adding 2 more books sometime today or tomorrow, and especially when the printer says they are ready, you can go ahead and start selling these books, and we will ship you a load of them so you can share with your audience. KEIDI.biz is where you see this catalog. Also, a bunch of my books, including, I counted, was it 21 audio books on Amazon? What's it called? I'll show you as we stream out, I'll show you the uh, audio file books. I can't remember what they're called right now. You know what I'm talking about. On that note, we out of here, y'all. It's been a good day here in the neighborhood. I didn't even have to use my AK in the neighborhood. Peace and prosperity to each and every one of you on your favorite. We aim to be your favorite. We are LIB Radio. We are LIB TV. We are livinginblack.com. Peace and prosperity to each and every one of you.